Thank you for watching this video. In this video, we will try to do an evaluation of HBase service which we have installed already. So first, log in to that particular user. Here I am using CentOS and going to HBase shell and try to create a table with the name EMP and having column families, personal data and professional data. So you should use these values within single quote and then enter. Yes, this operation is failed and you can view that error message here and it's saying insufficient permission. So that means the user we have chosen, that is CentOS user, don't have enough permission to do that. So my cluster is Kerberos enabled and I'm using with the user CentOS. So I don't have any tools like Ranger installed in my system, so I'm relying on HBase on authorization mechanism. So let me quit from this console and try to switch as HBase user or get a keytab file for HBase. So go to etc security keytabs, which is the default location where all the keytabs this cluster is using. So take that HBase headless keytab. So you need to have the root user because only the root is having read access to this directory. Copy that to your home directory and then change the ownership because we need the CentOS to read this file. Then HBase, then come back to CentOS user and do an kdestroy and try to get the principal name of this keytab. From this keytab you can use the klist-kt and then do a kinit by using this keytab. So if I do a kinit, so basically I will be getting the complete permission of this HBase test cluster user. So now go to HBase shell by using the command HBase shell. So this time, even though we are executing this from the CentOS user, so I have the CentOS test cluster principles Kerberos initialized and try to create the table, then create EMP, comma, column family 1, that is the personal data, and then column family 2, that is professional data. Type enter once you completed this. Yes, this is creating the table and you can list and view the table. So the reason why it okay, so we have a HBase user, then scan that and see the content and there is no values added to this table. So the table is there and created but no values uploaded. So you can upload the values using the put command. So put table name, then a row key, you have to use the comma between, and then column family and then value, column family, column name and then value, the personal data column, then what is the field we are using, the name, then comma, what is the value we are updating. So for personal data, name as Raju, and you can scan and see that content. Similarly, you can add much more data by using put command. So we just want to make sure our HBase is working properly. So and also I wanted to explain how this default authorization mechanism works here. I have uploaded 2 values for the column families. Under column families, city and name, and I can scan. So now I am planning to grant a permission for the CentOS user. So all these things I have done with the HBase user. So there are certain roles like read, write, execute and create, and this is the way you can grant. So I am granting CentOS user what is the role, and last part is the column family. So default column family, default is the column family. You have to add a at symbol before that and everything should be within the single quote. So right now I have added these roles to the CentOS on the default table space. So do a k destroy, again k init with the CentOS user and use the password. Now you type klist and verify. So we are with the CentOS user. Then again go back to HBase shell using the command HBase shell. Yes, we are in the HBase shell, and now list. You can see the tables we have created from HBase user, and here I'm trying to create another table. So I can use the create. What is the table name? So I'm using the test table as the table name. Then I can choose my column family name. So write column family 1 and column family 2, like that. Simple table I'm creating. Okay, so once it's done, just enter, and yes, this time I'm able to create the table, and I can do a scan. So the reason this is failed is I have to use the single quote for the table name. So similarly for EMP table also, right? So I'm able to view the table, I'm able to create the table on this namespace. So let me try to create another namespace and see whether this is working or not. Okay, so here also I need to use the single quote, right? But still this is failing, but this time I'm getting a proper error message, like I don't have a permission on global level. So again, so go back to the HBase user, so do a HBase shell, and again I have to grant privilege at the global level for the CentOS user. So let me try to do it. Grant, then CentOS, that is the username. Then what are the roles? RWXC, A for admin. Then where we want to. So I'm just using star to check whether, no, for global level it's not star. So you can ignore the column family, ignore the namespace part, so that this will give that CentOS to read, write, execute, and create and admin privilege at the global level. So now go back to HBase shell by using CentOS user. Do a k list and see. So this time I did a k init with the HBase user. So again, so try to create a namespace and use some name ABC123, whatever the namespace name. Yes, this time this is working. So list namespace will show all the namespaces created. So this operation, so create namespace and list namespace, I have done with this CentOS user. So this concludes the simple testing of HBase service. So hope you enjoyed the learning. So please do subscribe and keep watch this channel. So I will be uploading a lot more contents over time. See you in the next video. Bye.